What's up, guys? Sorry if my voice is a bit weird. I lost my voice. Anyways, I'm gonna be rating all the Apex guns today. Sorry if the camera's a bit bad. Also, yes, I do play Apex. So, anyways, let's get right into it. Hold on. Let me just. Alright, so our first gun is the triple take. Triple take, I put this at a A tier. Sorry for my voice. Just because it's a really good sniper. The damage is not the best, but it can shoot really quickly. And it is a care package weapon, so you know it's gotta be pretty decent. You know it's gotta be decent. And now we got, what gun is that? It's not the charge rifle. Is that the 30-30? Hold on, is there a 30-30 here? This is Season 10 guns, by the way. Wait, I'm gonna try to find a different one. Bear with me here. Nope. This is up to date. There's not even enough. Alright, here's a good one. So, there are really, in my opinion, no bad guns in the game. So there's gonna be no F tier. Sorry for the wait. Anyways, Havoc. We're gonna put this at C tier because the charge up takes a while. I feel like this is just a worse version of the Devotion. Flatline, A tier weapon. It's not S because damage is not the best at all, but it can shoot really fast, and if you can control that recoil, it is a very good weapon. Hemlock, we have this at a solid B tier. If you hit your shots with this thing, some people this could be an S tier gun, some people it could be a D tier. For me, if I find it, I'm keeping it. I will have no problem keeping it off the floor early game, but I would not want it in my end game. Just my personal opinion. Again, sorry for my voice. Anyways, R301 S tier. To me, this is just a better version of the Flatline. Less recoil, more damage. I would say it has a bit more range too, or exactly the same. Alternator. I would say S. This thing now with the disruptor rounds, it was last season, I was putting an A, but alternator with disruptor rounds, is OP. Prowler. Another solid weapon that I feel like if you hit your shots with it, it is deadly. But without the select fire, it's a very average gun. Very balanced gun overall. R99. So might come to a shock. I might put it in A. I'm going to say S. Because R99, if you can aim with that thing, it is one of the best, if not the best, SMG in the game. Volt. A tier. The gun is good. The reason I feel like it can maybe shoot a bit faster. This is super close to S tier. Now the Devotion. I'm going to put this at B tier. Another solid gun that I would take. If we're saying with attachments, with the best attachments possible, this thing will shred anybody in the lobby. But this is just the gun overall, so we're going to put it at B tier. Elf Star. It's an A tier weapon, man. If you can hit your shots with this thing, it shreds anybody. Really all I have to say, Spitfire. This has to be an S tier. Like, this has to be. There's so many good guns. So, but that might be the last S tier gun. We'll see. Oh, there's going to be no Rampage in this because it's season 9. But I would rate Rampage B tier. So, if you, that's the full rating. I just want to let you guys know that. G7. It's going to be put. It's B or A. I think I'll put it at B because it does take a while to shoot. Like, to me, it's a worse version of a triple take, even though it's not even a sniper. I feel like, but if you hit your shots with this thing, I was never really the best with it. Again, this is my opinion. Other people would probably have this gun in AS tier, but I have it in B tier. Triple take. A tier. Triple take, you already saw it. It's a very good sniper. I really don't have to explain. Worst gun in the game. Moving on, bow. C tier. It has good damage. Does not shoot fast at all, and it is a terrible gun for close range. If that's your only weapon to start off the game, someone's pushing you, you're dead. Unless they have a 30-30 repeater. They can actually probably kill you with a 30-30 repeater. That's the worst close range gun in the game. You know what? No, I'm not gonna keep it. Another C2 weapon. the damage on this thing could be so bad. Sometimes I could shoot them, only do 4-8 damage. You know what? First D tier weapon might be a shock. This is going in D tier. One of the more worst guns in the game. Longbow. B tier. B tier, that's really just that. The longbow is the definition of the most solid sniper to ever exist in this game. It's not good. It's not bad. This is one of those guns, like the Hemlock. If I were to pick it up at the start of the game, I would love to have it, but I would not want to have it for endgame. Kraber. I promise you, it's only going to be 5 S tier guns. I might actually do some changes at the end here. EVA 8. Listen, B tier, possibly A. You know what? Top of B tier. Top of B tier. I don't care what anyone says. EVA 8 is so close to being an A tier weapon for me. Thing does 60. If a person has Red Evo, it will only take 4 shots. If you get all headshots, 3 shots to kill the person. But sometimes it does do only 13. Mastiff. Now we're going to put this at the top of C tier. Because it's close to being B tier because it has good damage sometimes. So if it was like that all the time, B tier for sure. Mozambique. I don't really have to explain for that one. Just, you do not want that gun for endgame. Peacekeeper. Another solid B tier weapon. R45. This is just the R9 done worse. That's why I put it at C tier. I put so many guns in B tier. My God, look at that. Anyways, put so many guns in B tier. It's like not even funny. P20. Another D tier weapon. Wingman, A tier. I don't care what anybody says. Wingman slaps. Sentinel. Gonna end it off with another B tier weapon. So this is my list. And we're also going to do a legend tier list. Sorry. Oh, God. can't find it. We're just gonna do this one. Seer, by the way, would have been ranked A tier for me. Bangalore, we got solid B tier. Now, Bangalore, not the best character, but it's also clutch. Let me just delete the row F. There's no F tier characters. Bloodhound. Now let me just explain more of why Bangalore is B tier, because her abilities are good, but nothing really for the team. I guess her smoke is pretty good, but yeah, really nothing for the team. So this is, by the way, I forgot to say this, this is for new players, like that want to play the game. Bloodhound. S tier, I totally recommend. It's very good for the team. His move, you could, movement, because his Beast of the Hunt, you could also know where people are for like 4 seconds. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that is, trust me, that is a while for this game if you're going to push. Caustic. We have him at the top of D tier. And what? C tier. We put him at C tier. Caustic, there's just, I feel like Caustic is just Watson, but with a bigger hitbox. But I will say this, the ultimate is good. His ultimate's still decent. But the gas, I feel like, does not do enough damage. Crypto. It's, what? I'm gonna put him above Bangalore, but still in B tier. Crypto, his EMP is great. Only problem is with this drone. If they find you while you're on your drone, you are dying 100%. Fuse. For last season, I would definitely rank him D tier. But he's going at C tier. Fuse. Did he get a buff? I feel like passive is okay. But even so, he did get that buff. Still, the passive is not the best. And the ultimate is just, my opinion, a worse version of an airstrike. That's why we have him at C tier. But I do think he's below Caustic. Jibby. I'm gonna put him above Bloodhound. Jibby is so useful if you know how to play him. His arm shield, great. Arm shield, still not the best, but is still amazing. Tactical. Dome shield comes in clutch, and you can res your teammates way faster when you're in the dome. And his ultimate, Airstrike, is also another really good ultimate. Horizon. I'm gonna put her at the bottom of B tier because Horizon, her passive, you can't really go up. Like, her passive, I feel like sometimes does not work properly. And and her passive is not really that useful. But her ultimate is where it's at. If her ultimate was just average, she would be C tier for sure. I feel like her ultimate saves her as a character, but I would not rank Horizon at B tier for beginners. I feel like you have to be more of like a higher level. You can't just start off trying to main Horizon. I would not buy Horizon as my first legend because I feel like you have to get used to other characters that play the Horizon because Horizon is more of a harder character to master, in my opinion. Yeah. Lifeline. If she still had her shield, A. She does not. But she's above Bangalore and Horizon, though. Lifeline, her health drone regenerates really fast. Not regenerates the passive. Just gives your teammates health fast. And her ultimate is good. But not really good where it would be considered great. And also, when you're rezzing, you can res. They could be in the middle of rezzing, but still, like, fighting. But there used to be a shield, but there is no shield anymore. There was still the shield A tier for sure, but there's not. Loba. We're gonna put her at the top of C tier. Ultimate is good, I guess. To just get a ton of ammo. But I think she needs a bit of a rework with her passive. Teleport does not teleport fast enough. I feel like, and that's the reason why some Lobas can't get out of fights. Another character I do not recommend for beginners. Because her tactical I feel like Loba just as a character is just not the best. Her teleport, I also feel like doesn't travel far enough. I feel like it should travel like another 10 meters further. So yeah, that's the reason why I'd say Loba is C tier. So that's another character with a good ultimate, but just not the best passive. But the reason Horizon is at B tier is because Horizon has an elite ultimate. Elite. Mirage. We're gonna put Mirage at before he got that buff, it would be D. But bottom of C tier, because I feel like you could easily see who the decoy is. But still, Mirage could now control his decoy. I feel like that was cool. He can go invisible when he first gets knocked. He could res people when he's invisible. And the ultimate is pretty good. But really, another character that really has nothing for the team, like Fuse and Caustic. I mean, Caustic is some for the team, but like Fuse, and nothing really for the team that he brings. Octane. First A tier. Now, Octane is extremely fast, which is good. Because he's not in S tiers, because I feel like his jump pad, I feel like, should take them a bit further. I feel like it doesn't go that far. And I wish after all of your teammates use the jump pad, it would disappear. So then other people could not use the jump pad. And I'm not saying both should be a buffer. I'm saying one or the other. So I feel like that would make Octane a S tier for sure. But A tier, he's still a really good legend. Pathfinder. We're gonna have to put him at A tier. Is cool. He just barely makes it A tier. But I feel like he's better than all of these four. I feel like these four could all almost be A tier, except Horizon and Bangalore. These two could almost be A tier. And I think he's better than these two, so I think that's why Pathy's A tier. It does take a bit too long for his passive to regenerate. I feel like I wish he had a new ultimate. You know what? We're going to put him at the top of B tier. I feel like his ultimate, because his ultimate, there's other zip lines on the map not made from Pathfinders. I feel like there's really, it could be useful, but his passive is not, his tactical is not. I was wrong both. His ultimate is not the best. Rampart. Middle of C tier. No, I'm going to make a quick change here. I'm going to put Mirage to D tier. Because I feel like there has to be one legend in D tier. And that's where Mirage is going to be. Because that's the one I would pick. I'm also going to move up Fuse. Here. There. That's good. Revenant. A tier. Revenant is a good character. His totem is where it's at. One of the best ultimates for sure. His tactical is good. And his passive is just there. Like, I don't really know what it describes. His passive is not definitely not the best passive in the game. Valkyrie. It's another A tier legend. Valkyrie is just okay. The jetpack. I wanted a character with a jetpack since season 3. I finally got it. I don't play Valkyrie, but I love having a Valkyrie on my team because Valkyrie's a really good player for the team, especially with a Octane. That's for if you're Octane main and you have a friend that doesn't know who to main, you tell them to main Valkyrie if they can get Valkyrie. The jetpack is good, but do not rate for beginners, because that's another character that's pretty hard to master. But Valkyrie is still a good character. Wattson. I'm gonna put you above Caustic, but in C tier. You know what? I'm gonna put you at B tier. Now, Wattson, her ultimate, I feel like, I know people might not agree with me at all for this statement, but I think Wattson needs a buff in the terms of her shield recharging. Like, you see Lifeline's drone recharges so much quicker than Wattson when she recharges shield, which I don't know why. And her passive, when she regenerates shield, you barely even notice. So that's why I think Wattson is at just barely. You know what? You're going to be in C tier, my friend. Wraith could almost be S tier, but A tier, because I wish the portal could go a bit further. And the tactical, I think Wraith needs a nerf in the terms of her tactical. I mean, a buff. The tactical lasts barely any time to run away, but is a good team player. So that's why A tier. Overall, I think the legends are really balanced. As you can see in this tier list, not too many are great. And not too many are bad or terrible. This is like pretty bad, solid, good, great. That's how I would rate it. So the good, solid, and pretty bad are like very close to each other. I think these three legends could possibly be A tier. I think these two legends, this legend could possibly be B tier. I think this legend could possibly be C tier. So that's the reason why I rate it like that. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope you did, because I put a lot of work into this video. I was really planning on making it for a while. Anyways, this is my list. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.